Hey Fit friends, we are back again, and today I've got Dhenmark. Dhenmark is a 56 kilo lifter in the weightlifting community, and he's going to be competing in the Texas State Championships January 2018, and we're expecting some great things from Dhenmark. Today we're going to talk about power output, and one of the big focuses is going to be the kneeling jump. Now with the kneeling jump, there's a few different variations. You can do body weight variations from knees to just landing on your feet. You can add a PVC or a bar or weight it or otherwise to make it more challenging. But to really test someone's power output with the kneeling jump, we want to go a kneeling jump per height, or what sometimes is called a kneeling box jump. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Dhenmark go into a kneeling position at what would be a shorter stack for him. A few points of performance here. Notice he's pretty close. I don't want him to be far back because it's his feet that have to land, not his knees. So if he's far back, he has to go really far to land, and he ends up falling backwards. So with here, we've got a few things. Notice his feet are pointed toes to the floor. This is a modification. If he were to go a prescribed variation, it would look like this. That requires him to use more hips, more arms, and less actually pushing off of the toes. Whenever his hips go back, there's a few things to note. His arms follow his hips. When his hips go forward, his arms push and propel his hips forward. One thing that we notice is this replicates, if he had a bar in hand, a hang position, right? But what we do also notice is he's not collapsing when he goes back with his butt all the way to his heels. That would be like trying to deadlift from here. Not ideal. So he stays in a position where the hamstring is loaded and ready to go. So I'm gonna have Dhenmark show you one at speed at a lower height. Fantastic. And you see, it's really easy for them. Weightlifters have very powerful hips, and so they excel in this movement. Now we're going to show a little bit higher one and show some more of Dhenmark's power output from his hips. Whenever you're ready, D. Fantastic. And see, again, with ease, he makes it look really easy, but trust me, the moment you kneel down to one of these, it gets intimidating. I recommend always doing this to rubber or soft pads and not doing it to a box, because that's definitely scary and potentially can hurt you. So this is something to play with. You can also modify this by taking the stacks and pushing them together, obviously the same height, and that's another way to, if you have longer levers like I do, it's more comfortable to not have to go out and then back in. But again, this is a great way to test power output, and as I said, we've got Dhenmark, who's a weightlifter. He's got great power from the hips, and so his execution is fantastic. This is something to play with. Take some time to use this and warm up for workouts, and or you can even use this to warm up in a meet to get your hips primed and ready to go. Thanks, D. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
Peace.